dealing massive amounts of damage, clears up the creep army, getting a massive EXP and mineral bomb. Mothership is still moving in, Static's getting stunned, possibly could die here, and looks like Static will die. But clearing that army, probably worth it. As Mothership is now taking a lot of damage, it probably will go down. But yeah, creep farm does survive, probably will need some rebuilding right here. As yeah, 1-1 compared to, what is it now? Still 2-2? Valorius is still over here trying to regain his mind control army. Huge loss losing that from time and energy. Mostly time though. It's hard to recover from, and if they were trying to clear this out, they were denied hard, or if they backdoor denied pretty badly. As Gur is now being hit. Not sure what that was about, but Stalker getting cut out, being stunned. Gur and Shrinks are... what is his name? Shrimix? Whatever. Don't get him though, he just blinks out of there because Blink is really ridiculously good. Valoria is still making more and more of a scout army. This is still being pushed. No hero from Team Intername here has entered here in a long time, and they're constantly at the cannons. Looking at the team fight, looks like Sang could go down. Mothership coming in, Sang gets out. Mothership's going in, Planet Cracker. Mothership's not going anywhere for a long time. Mothership's actually going to take a lot of damage. Getting stunned. Getting stunned. I really don't like my Motherships. But yeah, now the Scout's going to finish it off. Stalker comes back up. And it looks like potential team fight here. With DZ ult being very potent with stuns. And Stalker there to help do some damage. Probe not really all that useful, especially just after using his ult. Trying to take on some things. Also stuns from the DT. Probe getting cut out. DZ ult going down. Clearing out any creep. Going after the Preserver. Looks like not getting it. Going after the Reaver now. Reaver's getting stunned. Reaver dies. Dark Archon getting stunned and soul drained. And then DZ is coming in to help try and kill it, but no, not really. Can't really kill it with his low DPS without his ult. As this has now been pushed out back by Phoenix. This got pushed back by something, probably Phoenix as well, which would have been useful in a team fight over here. Could have essentially nullified the Dark Zealot, if done correctly. Probe getting attacked by the Probe Path. Pathing sucks. Probe dies. And yeah, now as we're continuing to move on, more and more map controls going for Team Intername here. Just naturally as the creeps are still 2-2, but have level 1 anti-hero upgrade. Which is very useful, especially against stuff like Preserver, can really hinder their farm. DT trying to get rid of their Ursadak at the tower, but shut down due to detection, and then nearly killed. No, maybe not nearly, but don't want to be at that HP. Immortal and Dark Archon are now pushing. Interesting that these two haven't been killed off yet. Oh, there they go down. Due to that one, probably. Yeah, continue to push back up top, trying to retake ground. As these now have, oh hey look, Static's over here. But, insane. Yeah, now, finally coming over here, having to push this back. Big push coming in up here. Due to the Archon's constant Dark Archon's constant persistence of wanting to push it. He also going down large stun. Force Nova hitting all of the mind controls. As his army is actually getting relatively sizable. And Phoenix getting stunned. Phoenix could go down. Possibly, not quite. Mothership, Planet Cracker continues moving. And yeah, that's the end of it. DT getting hit hard, nearly dying there. As Glad Static's coming in, he's ulting their Reaver, taking down their single highest DPS. Now going after the Dark Archon, because the Dark Archon is very important to kill, especially with its sight reduction. Getting stunned though. Not getting the Dark Archon or the Phoenix. As Saiyan is in pursuit, trying to get him out of there, along with the Probe, because the Probe is very useful in melee combat. Soul Drain, Probe stun. Ult missing everything, Probe running, and Saiyan's out of there. And yeah, not too many, if any, losses to Team Intername here, but Reaver was skilled again. As a Stalker now, level 14 is over here abusing his mobility because he has a hell of a lot of it. Immortal's level 16. I don't feel like bringing up the scoreboard to check all the levels. As ooh, looks like Preserver's going down now. And looks like Immortal could quickly follow. Giant creep stun. And then getting a scout, but not much in that for the Stalker is pursuing. Looks like nothing there to actually save it, although he could potentially warp out in between attacks. Ooh, DT switch. DA is coming up to help stun lock. Continuing the DT attacks, and then DC comes in there, spelling doom for the Immortal at this point. Immortal being out all alone with nothing nearby, as they are forced to, hey, deal with the creep. And Mothership now going on to push the lanes. And still nothing. Creep farm starting to push back, losing lots of map control due to this creep and constant losses of team fights. Looks like Static's going in the back door. Goes up, goes in, ultis. Phoenix could stop it, pull it away. Phoenix pulls and stunned. And DZ keeps attacking, getting 2 buildings down at the 32 minute mark. Going back to everyone, looks like DT or DA may die. No, it looks like the Scarab's all chasing that. Ooh, DT is very low. Can still get out here. Does get out here, and everyone looks like they got out. Very useful backdoor right there. Did lots of damage. To create this lane to push even harder now than usual. As a larger and larger scout army is being made, compared to Valorius' rather small mind control army. Although his is actually seeing use, but hasn't really done much since it's got wiped in that one team fight. And yeah, it looks like another potential team fight coming up here, as all of the members of Team Intername here have gathered. Looks like they're going after the DA. Stalker gets stunned, DA in turn gets stunned, Repulsion Beam, Dark Cell, which does a lot of damage. It looks like an accidental vortex there. Shouldn't do this at 1 in the morning. But either way, moving on. Gur is now coming up a little bit late to the party, as most of her team is already dead. Well, the Dark Archon has already died, but that is a huge part of the team, with all the stun and sight reduction. Sight getting taken out, then taken, looking at, then moving away. Huge numbers of obs out in the field. Almost anywhere important on the map has an obs on it. Looks like Dark Archon's going after the Dark Templar's going after the Mortal. Nope, getting pushed back. Reaver's coming up to help push back the creep / ward off these heroes. Another scout. Goliath should probably get out of there. A forward cannon battery is now being set up. This is very useful if you can defend it, because it allows for much closer warp-ins. And, well, it can stop pushes. Looks like this could do it. Ooh, not quite. Probably should have waited a little bit in the Repulsion Beam, let the Stalker get one more attack off, and then Nuna had it. What? Oh, okay. I was like, doesn't make it. Static now backdooring again. Looks like he gets 2 buildings before any retaliation. Then blinks down, soul drains, and gets out of there. There we go. He gets out of there. Chasing off, bringing huge distraction, selling for more and more pushes. To go on, as the creeps are now 3-2 compared to 1-1. This creates some very serious pushes, as we can see over here. Just very large amounts of push. And so it looks like the previous wave may kill off the next wave. Lol. Alright, as we have a team fight going on. Yep, let's stop concerning ourselves with the creep. As looks like Galad's Dark Archon went down, Mothership kind of wards them off and then gets stunned.